they gonna tell me about the picture when they can't see? How they gonna try and measure up to what they can't be? Short-handed, now they put their mind on what they can't reach. Ask me to track me, I stand free like tax-free. How they gonna tell me about the picture when they can't see? How they gonna try and measure up to what they can't be? Short-handed, now they put their mind on what they can't reach. Ask me to track me, I stand free like tax-free.
Assalamu alaikum to all the viewers. Welcome to another edition of Hip Hop 101 here on Paradise TV. This program is brought to you by Right Click and by Gano Global. You know the deal, we're here every Sunday to put the spotlight on the people in Gambia's hip hop industry. Your host, as usual, is Candlelit, aka Black Knight, and I'm here with my co-host, Fatou.
Yes, Candlelit.
Fatou, nanga def nak?
Yeah, Balak.
Cool.
Yes, I'm fine.
Yeah, man. So you ready for another edition of this?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, man. Cool. You know the deal, we have a special guest in the building. He's a hip-hop MC, beat maker, producer, founder and CEO of Top Tier Entertainment. He was part of Straight from Jupiter, a battle rapper, you know, with a slogan made famous, go hard or go home. The lyrical miracle, the Cephla himself. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Rupi Mace. Assalamu alaikum, bro.
Alaikum salam, man. Rapper, producer, entrepreneur, the Cephla.
Yeah, entrepreneur, I forgot that one.
Yeah, it's Rupi Mace. I'm in the building, and yeah, I'm glad to be here, bro.
Yeah, man. Pleasure to have you on the show, man. Most definitely.
It's a pleasure, bro. It's a pleasure, my G.
Yeah, man. Okay, so, all right. You know, for those who don't know, you recently dropped a project called The Positive LP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's start with that. You know, first tell us about what you've been up to since dropping that, and why also you decided to like make it an LP. You know, for those who don't know, an LP is like an album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing like an EP or mixtape, you came straight and you dropped an LP. So tell us about that and tell us about what you've been up to since.
Yeah, so I guess I will start with the project. So
Yeah.
the positive. So I dropped The Positive. I think it was 2 years ago. So The Positive was basically an experiment of mine.
Okay.
Right. So because as a lot of people know that previously I already had like projects that I was supposed to drop, but as usual I was not able to drop it. So there's something I wanted to try with The Positive, because looking at the whole let's say hip hop landscape at the time,
Yeah.
there was literally a shift, right, in like the focus basically, right.
Yeah.
The whole paradigm kind of like shifted, because like there was other genres that were booming at the same
Yeah,
time,
correct.
others that were booming. So you can see that the whole let's say most of the attention of the fans were kind of like shifting. So
Yeah.
there was this let's say notion that people were not really feeling hip hop no more, like
Yeah.
all hip hoppers, that like the cliche that everybody says. So I'm like, okay, right, I could do what let's say what these people are doing. Right? I can
Yeah.
go to the studio and drop a 7-track Afro or whatever, right? If
Yeah.
I wanted to,
Yeah,
right? But
correct.
this is where my passion is.
Yeah.
So let me take this out and let me see what the response is going to be.
Yeah.
Initially, it was actually supposed to be a mixtape.
Okay.
Right? It was
Okay.
initially supposed to be a mixtape, but if you're gonna do something, come correct.
Yeah, that's right.
Especially
That's right.
if longevity is to go.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
So
true.
and it was pretty much the first part of a collection of series that's gonna actually come on later. Right. So that's pretty much the whole deal behind Positive. Why I
Yeah.
actually did that. So in between that period, what I was doing, I was pretty much building myself.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
as an individual, as an artist, because I came to realize that music as an art form is there. At the same time, there's a business.
Yeah.
Right, and me being a label owner, the business aspect is something that I have to really, grasp on.
Yeah.
Because, like, of course, I want my label to actually be fruitful and prosper. So
Yeah.
I took that 2 years to structure myself, organize myself, re-strategize, make new plans, and yeah, alhamdulillah, man, things been going great. Basically, living life.
No, that's good, man.
Yeah.
That's good. So, you know, for the just going back to the LP, the Positive LP, like production bobo yako lige sobopa.
No, it was actually done by ADP.
Okay,
ADP did most of the
Okay.
production work. I said I worked on 2 tracks, that's Grip and Over, but the rest of it was ADP.
Okay,
No,
okay.
Grip and God Goddess.
Okay, yeah.
But the rest of it was ADP. Shout out to
Okay.
ADP, Billion Bars.
Yeah, nice. So ADP is part of Top Tier as well.
Yeah, it's part of Top Tier. Yeah.
So did you guys make all the beats yourselves?
No, I got the beats from other producers.
Okay, you bought them from other producers. Okay.
EDP is a producer.
ADP is a producer and an artist.
Yeah,
Oh,
and the
okay.
MC.
Artist, yeah.
Yeah, man,
And
most
an
definitely.
MC.
So tell us about where you produce your songs and which producer do you work with?
Oh wow. Okay. As of now, we have our own studio.
Okay.
right? Top tier studios located in Brunswick. So we pretty much do all of our production work, right? That's me, ADP. But recently, I've been working with Hendrik Volter. He's the one that pretty much produced my upcoming album,
Okay.
Frequency. He's part of a producers collective called Beats Mafia. Shout outs to Beats Mafia, you know.
Okay.
And yeah, it's been beautiful, man. When it comes to my work, I'm very protective of my content.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
I like to be like in full control of my content,
Yeah,
so I
that's
like
right.
to work hand in hand or pretty much do it myself when it comes to my music. So yeah, it's pretty much been top tier when it comes to releasing content. It's been top tier studios. At the same time, I do reach out to other producers. I've pretty much their projects, but when it comes to my work, it's mostly top tier.
Okay. Can we get that name again? Hendrik
Volter.
Hendrik Volter.
Hendrik Volter. He's a South African producer.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's Hendrik Volter. Yeah.
Yeah, man, nice. And also, there was something else. There was something you said there.
Yeah.
You mentioned your upcoming album called Frequency.
Frequencies. Yeah.
Yeah, man, nice,
Yes,
nice.
Frequencies.
Okay. So, yeah, that leads me to the next question. You know, I was gonna ask, about why we didn't see a show. You know, you dropped the Positive LP.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, there's a mentality, that I'm gonna so watch an EP, well, a mixtape, then what did a show by force.
Right.
You know, sometimes it's not about that, and I like the fact that, then go watch up an LP, like an album. You know what I'm saying? And then you didn't need to do a show. You know, like you said, it's about getting your content out
Yeah.
and then growing as an artist.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, what's your take on that? Why didn't you do a show for those people who want
I
to
guess
know?
people that know Mace, they will know I don't normally follow the norm because there's like let's say a trend that's in Gambia. Like if
Yeah.
I drop an album, like I have to drop a show. I have to
Yeah.
have a show after it to actually promote the album or whatsoever.
Yeah, correct.
In my own opinion, what that does is it kind of like kills the album because then
Yeah.
the hype is shifted from the project itself
Yeah,
to the show.
correct.
You get me? So then after the show, what's next? The fans want something else because we live in a what's next generation.
Yeah.
The moment you drop something, they want something next thing. Oh, the
Yeah.
project is nice, it's dope, but what's next?
Yeah,
So
that's
if you drop up the way that I see it, and this respective of everybody else viewpoint,
Yeah.
I think most people like the whole attention is. I think for me the album is more important than the show itself.
Yeah,
not
correct.
not to
Right.
like minimize like the importance of a showcase
Yeah.
or like because performances you have to be out there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the project itself, like for me personally, I think that's where the importance lies.
Yeah.
Right? So I'd rather put more energy in the project and putting it out there, right, and building that, right, than like just dropping a project and then let's say having a show, which I can do. I can
Yeah.
drop a project and then have a show and then drop another one, but. For me, it's not about quality; it's quantity. It's not about quantity; it's quality.
Yeah, it's quality. No, I agree with you with that. You know, like you said, like the project, Mogina Yaga.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know, like the project you can listen to, like you said, 2 years later.
But
You know what I'm saying?
Not to cut you off, I just last week, like someone hit me up on IG. I have no idea who that person is. It's like probably he should be like 20 or something, like a youngin. And it was like, bro, I just heard your project.
Yeah.
I don't even remember sharing it to him, but I just heard your project. I love this, and I'm like, this is like 2 years later.
Yeah.
Like you haven't even heard what's coming next, and I'm like,
Exactly.
bro, like you already got something. I'm like, yeah, this is what it's about. You know what I mean? Dropping something that has substance.
Yeah.
You get me?
And has longevity.
longevity.
You know,
So
I'm gonna come Lingarapsi project boom. I'm gonna for Yatu.
exactly.
You've got like hard styles, you've got songs you Young and Wahlum solo, all songs Young and
Yeah.
Wahlum solo.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, like different styles.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, like that's why I like it because as well you've got, the traditional type hip hop beats as well. You've got the newer type hip hop
Yeah,
beats.
it's
You
pretty
know,
much a
trap.
fusion.
Yeah, the fusion. That's why.
Because if you listen to the album and you like, let's say you play it from the start and you will notice as the projects will go on, right?
Yeah.
The beats, the sound kind of like transitions from like you said, the traditional to the modern. So that's the whole idea of it. It's like
Yeah.
it's like let's say how can I actually properly face this? Like it's not a transition per se, but it's signifying growth.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
get
yeah.
me? It's signifying
Progression.
me being from progression.
Yeah.
Me being in one place and actually elevating to another place.
Yeah.
Internally, that
Yeah.
I would say. Yes, but yeah.
Okay, now what motivated you to become an artist? And
Wow.
do you choose hip hop?
Now that's a very because I've always been around music, right? Ever since I would say ever since I became conscious, I've always been around music. Like I came from a household where let's say like music is something that's always played in the background, and not just one genre, let's say like a whole variety of genres, like ever since I grew up. And I grew up in that environment. The thing about hip hop what I found fascinating about hip hop was the way that the way you can, like, let's say, express yourself. Right, because hip hop at its core is a form of expression, right?
Correct.
You get me, rap itself. So the way that you can express yourself so intricately and the detail that comes with it, like that's why I fell in love with hip hop. Basically, is what I can say, because I had like a lot of experiences and a lot of things that I would want to say, but I didn't know how to actually, let's say, express it in a way that I would. But hip hop was that outlet for me. You get me? So yeah, I would say pretty much that's one of the reasons. There's like a million reasons why I fell in love with hip hop, but I would say that's one of the most vital reasons.
Do you have any inspiration? Any person who inspires you?
I would say my late brother, because he was a
Right.
major impact. Rest in peace, major impact in my life. I remember back then, like whenever a new album came out, he would be like the first to play it with me. And I'm someone that, like, I pick up things quick, so I will hear an album. Next few days, I'm rapping it, and for him and his friends, that was cool.
Yeah.
You get me? So he kind of like encouraged me more. And
Yeah.
then after that, I kind of like, started to develop my... Unfortunately, he didn't get to actually see me drop music, but alhamdulillah, he's like one of my main inspirations, And along the way, I had a lot of, let's say, inspirations that, I would say, people that guided me towards where I am today. So yeah.
Okay.
But my brother was one of them. One of the most valuable.
Since when do you start producing to record songs?
The first track I dropped, because this is the thing is, like, back then I wasn't like all about releasing music.
Yeah.
I just made music.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny because, like, I could have like dropped songs, but it wasn't about dropping songs back then. Back then it was like, okay, I just discovered this new passion of mine, and like, I'm so in love with it. I don't even really care about just releasing music, or like, it's just something that I did. But until I met Killer Ace,
Okay.
right, yeah, and that was around 2012, and then Ace kind of like, shout out to Killer Ace, man, because Ace kind of like molded me in a sense. It was like, okay, you have this talent, it's like raw, untapped. You need to like define it. You need to like, okay, get a direction on all that. So he before that, I actually dropped a song at the Block. Yeah.
Was it the Genesis?
No, it wasn't. That was before the Genesis.
Okay.
This was with like two friends of mine from back in high school, right?
Okay.
It was just something we did for fun because we had the opportunity to do it, and
Yeah.
I saw that I had a knack for it. You get me?
Yeah.
And then after that, and actually met Killer Ace. Then we dropped I Would Never Stop.
Okay.
You remember-
Okay.
you
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
I Will
Yeah.
Never
No, I
Stop.
remember hearing it on the radio. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that was the first one we dropped, and then after we worked on the Genesis. But right before we dropped I Will Never Stop, I already worked on like the Genesis, and all. I
Okay.
had like a whole plethora of tracks and all
Okay,
that. So,
yeah.
But the I Will Never Stop was the first track that I actually dropped. Sorry. And then after that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like, who are your like inspirations musically? Like, who are you listening to?
Wow. Oh, that's
Just a few,
okay.
or all of them? You
I'm
know.
a very weird artist, right?
Okay.
Like, I draw inspiration from weird places. I can listen to an instrument and draw inspiration from it. I can literally hear like
Okay.
tapping with my own fingers
Okay.
and draw inspiration from it. But recently, I would say I don't have like a favorite artist. I have
Yeah.
like an artist that I listen to from like time to time. It's kind of like in phases. But I would say bro, that's a tough question, man. That's
Yeah.
that's a very tough question.
No, but okay. You know, there's a lot of MCs. You know
It's
what I'm
like,
saying?
exactly, like,
Like from Big L to Big Pun. Okay, you know that's way back, but there's other ones, like a lot of underground
exactly,
MCs.
that's the thing. There's like so
Common.
much to pick from. But I would say growing up, I listened to a lot of Common.
Okay.
Yeah, Common was like, bro, like the first time I heard Common, his album Finding Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that album hit, like, it's one of my favorites still today.
Okay.
Common, Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes was like, bro.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes is a sick
I'm
MC.
telling you, like,
Yeah.
that was like when I was growing up,
Yeah.
and I think Nas. But recently,
Yeah.
but honestly, I would say my favorite artist would be Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Why? Because I would say Kendrick Lamar, I relate to him I kind of like relate to his music.
Okay,
You get
yeah.
me? I kind of like I get it. I get
Yeah.
what he's trying to say, like his own narrative, like his narrative. Kind of like I always have this argument sometimes when I'm talking with friends and all that, and then we talk, oh, Kendrick this. I'm like, it's not about him being a mainstream artist. Like,
Yeah.
when I listen to Kendrick, the perspective that I'm hearing it from is totally different from others. Because,
Yeah,
like,
other
I'm
artists,
trying to
yeah.
I'm getting what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, not just like what he's saying on wax, but I'm like, getting them like the message. So that's why.
Yeah, like the space he's in mentally.
Exactly.
No,
So
no, that's-
yeah, I would
yeah.
say Kendrick. Yeah, but bro, there's a lot of artists.
Yeah, there's a lot of good artists, you know what I'm saying? A lot of dope
Artists,
MCs worldwide, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so you know, like, you know what, Fee,
Yeah.
she's a Mirabisi Gambia. You know, like, you know, you've been in the scene for a while.
Yeah.
You know, like you mentioned when we first heard you on the Cypher radio show, The Airwaves, back in 2012. We've seen you in 2 battle competitions, performing at shows. You know, what's been the response like? You know, as in like from fans and you know people who see you, you know, who've seen you on the scene on the regular.
It's been beautiful. Honestly, it's been beautiful. Like one thing that always kept me going was the fans actually.
Okay.
Because there were times where I would like, let's say, not release music because I don't always release music as like prolifically as other people do,
Yeah.
but I kind of like space myself.
Yeah.
But the response I've been getting from the fans, like every time I drop something or I freestyle something or they hear something, it's something so unreal to them. Like the generic response I usually get is, "Are you sure you're Gambian?" I'm like, "Of course I'm
Yeah,
Gambian. What
yeah.
you talking about?" You know what I'm saying? But like, no, I can't believe a Gambian can do this.
Yeah.
And it kind of, even though I like appreciate it, but it kind of like hits me the hard way.
Yeah.
You get me? Because I'm like, bro, I know Gambians that can do better than this.
Yeah.
I'm not better than
Yeah.
any other Gambian. I don't consider myself better than any. Like, I know what I can do. I truly like, believe in my talents, but I don't consider myself better than anybody.
Yeah, correct.
Right? And like the fact that when they see me or when they hear me and it's like, yo, bro, you shouldn't even be here.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
not? So you get me. So
No,
the response has been beautiful from the fans, even from like my fellow artists. Like, cause honestly, throughout the years, I built like a rapport and respect with my fellow artists. Cause every time we get in the studio, it's always love.
Yeah.
It's not always like, okay, like nah. But when they hear the music, they're like, yo,
Yeah.
get me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like to like talk about myself and all that, but
Yeah, but once
that's
they hear you
exactly
on
how it
wax.
is. Like when they hear me on wax,
Yeah.
like yo, respect. You get
Yeah,
me. So
yeah.
and I was able to build that throughout these years. Like mostly working on the low, doing because like there's a whole lot of songs that actually came out. I was actually present there. You get me.
Okay.
So, alhamdulillah, that's what I can say. The response
Yeah.
has been beautiful. You know what I mean? The response has been beautiful throughout the years.
No, that's cool. Most definitely, man. Like, yeah, I've been witness to that. You know, like we've had 2 collabos.
Exactly,
You know,
yeah.
on 2 of my mixtapes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
yeah.
And I've seen you at the Cypher and you know in the battle competition and stuff.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, most definitely. Like, yeah, I see that love and respect there.
No, definitely,
You know.
man.
You're also recording other artists
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
at your studio.
Of course,
Okay,
yeah.
nice, nice.
Bro, I've recorded like a lot of artists in the studio. A lot of artists actually come through.
Yeah.
We work on projects, albums, mixtapes for other artists too at the studio. So yeah.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
So, can you please tell us about the LP you just dropped? How was the journey?
Honestly, the positive LP is something that I did like in. Was it 2 weeks, like so? I think it took me 2 weeks to work
2
on that
weeks?
project. Yeah.
Okay.
It was something that was like, okay, this is what we need to do. Because like I said, I was doing an experiment. It's something that I was trying to like figure out. So we just hopped in the studio, non-stop, like me and ADP and Lex, my manager. We just dropped it. Like we just did most of the recordings in like 5 or 6 days. And then after that, it was pretty much just, mixing and mastering and getting everything in order. And then we just dropped it. So like I said, it wasn't like something that I planned for like a long time. It's something that was kind of like spontaneous.
Okay.
You get me?
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I was already working on something, so I'm like, okay, this is how we're gonna start. You get me? And that's how we began. So it's something that we just worked on. It was like 2 weeks, and then we just dropped it.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
And then the response, bro. Like I said, it was initially supposed to be a mixtape, but the response was like an album response.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
people were like, "Yo, this is an album." I'm like, "Bro, it's actually a mixtape."
Yeah, well, I mean, no, it can be, but if you did all the production yourself and the beats are
exactly.
original,
So that's why I didn't like label it as an album.
Yeah.
Because of course, like there's certain requirements that
for it to be
takes
an album. Yeah.
So that's why I just labeled it an LP.
LP. No, I like that. I like that. We need more like that. You know what I'm saying?
definitely,
Yeah, most definitely.
there's definitely more coming up.
No, cool, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so before you came back to Gambia, you mentioned you didn't release a song until like 2012, around when the Cypher was kicking and
Yeah.
stuff. So before you came back to Gambia, like how much were you involved in your music?
Honestly, okay, now you see that question right there. That's the reason why, like, when people say that, are you Gambian or you're not, like,
Yeah.
from Gambia? prior for me coming to Ghana, I didn't even do music.
Really?
Everything was done here.
Okay.
I got inspired and everything started writing in the Gambia. I didn't do
Everything right
music
here?
prior. Yeah, everything was done in the Gambia, bro. Like from I would say from my household, school, like my friends, everything was done in the Gambia. I didn't do music when I was in the UK.
Okay.
No, I didn't even think of it. I was like on some other things, bro. You get me? So
Yeah.
yeah. That's
That's
everything started
interesting.
in the Gambia, bro. So that's why, like, whenever people say stuff like that, like, bro, like, nah, yo, what Lord nigga Gambia? I'm like, bro, like, I was literally doing this with people that were as dope as me. Some were even doper.
Yeah.
You get me? I was just consistent with it. Cause like I have like a routine. I write like minimum of 16 bars every single day.
Yeah.
Every single day since 2009.
Okay.
I wrote 16 bars. If not a song, the minimum I'll write is 16 bars.
Okay.
That's my route. That's like my ritual. You get
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
I did, and so I'm being consistent with that. Kind of like built me, you know, because I experimented. I tried different styles and all that stuff. So I did that here. I didn't do that anywhere else.
Okay.
And I didn't have no one from the UK to like, no, this is how you. I just observed and I found my passion and I taught myself.
No, that's
You
dope.
get me? And I learned more, and then I was lucky. One thing that really helped was like the exposure to this, the cipher.
Yeah,
Like, because
yeah.
the cipher would like expose all of the elements.
Yeah,
but
it was
whole
the right
hip-hop
time to
vibe,
do hip-
It was
yeah,
perfect.
right
you
time
get
to
me?
do
So
hip-hop.
For me, whilst others were like releasing music, I was studying.
Okay.
You
yeah.
get me? Like I was studying like artists. I was studying like I even studied you, bro. I studied everybody. You
Yeah,
get
yeah.
me? So like I'm trying to like okay, fine. Like where do I fit in all of this?
Yeah, yeah.
You get me? What
Yeah,
can
yeah.
I bring in all of this? And then alhamdulillah, I found it along the way. You get
No,
me?
it definitely produced the results
You know,
because,
definitely.
like, lyrically, technically, punchlines, you know, even improvements in delivery and stuff. You know, like I said, you know, I heard the first songs you were doing
Yeah,
when they came
exactly.
on the radio, and then to the point where you win battle competitions.
Yeah, true.
And then like you know the positive LP. Yeah, man, most definitely. Yeah, man,
Yeah,
you
I
like
appreciate it, man.
you're killing it, man. It's
I
nice.
appreciate
It's
it,
dope.
man. I
Yeah,
appreciate
man,
it,
most
bro.
definitely.
Yeah, more
All right,
than-
so what we're gonna do now
Yeah.
is we're gonna take a little break,
Okay.
and you know we'll let the audience check out Positive
Yeah,
from
Positive,
the
yeah.
Positive LP.
Yeah.
So check out this video, and we'll be back after this.
Kel got the sauce.
Your boy is back home. Mace gang up in the zone, we back on. Tell Bruce City I'm here, I'm not gone. I was lost for a minute, but always come back strong like that. Quarterfinal with Paris and Barcelona. My circle's all lit, no fakes in my corona. Had to level up from grinding up in the corner. Still bust the dope vibes and told my listeners to stoner. I supply them nice, get them high in life, get them high in wisdom, recognize the light. Blood, sweat, and tears, I had to fight the fight. I probably quit one day, but it's not tonight, cause this the real right here, this the real right here. Still don't give a ish about what niggas feel right here, cause ain't nobody gonna pay your brother's bills out here. I'm busy laying plans, I'm just trying to build out here. I do whatever it takes, do the dirt if necessary, and I never leave a trace. Had to learn from mistakes, and I had to learn from the grace. The day I turned to a fake is the day I burned to the stake. Conversate with myself, and I never lost a debate. Sure to make a win from every loss that I take. Letting go of emotions, my foot's are off for the break. Yo, it's time to give them love, cause all they offered was hate. It's been said that it's the responsibility of the conscious to make the unconscious conscious. It's not that deep. It's not. Iti demba mole fenyu tay. Eluma fenyu tay liga na ko demba. See the might forgets what the soul remembers. So nang madeglo helkos what he know but duka dega. Yeah, from a duck guess. Love you the house don't went down, you're getting a positive. And they see the opposite. And we had a lot to give. We had to struggle straight to the end with no starter kit. So tell them that winners focus on winning and losers focus on winners. Pray with the saints, then later party with sinners. Daily departed to all they thought they could get us. I did this before my birth, so I never was a beginner. I'm gripping what you can grapple, I'm sipping what you can handle. Your mental state is fragile to taste the forbidden apple. You couldn't move an inch in my old shoes or sandals or see this world from my angle. You just a flame on the candle. I learned the wordplay when my uncles was playing Scrabble. Years later I'm playing with words aside for battles. Off the top spitting, 3 minutes, no writtens. Wish I was meant for the top dogs, no kittens. I'm so driven like 6 series with gold engines. And nowadays I don't take L's, I take lessons. Room City, Rap Lord, I'm back for your all-star teams. I'm breaking through your back four. Who's the first attacker? Defense, super strong, boy, you motorcycle. Why should I worry about beef? I'm on another chapter. Even my youth team got the proper arsenal to murk a rapper. I'm from the land we may never understand. I know rappers that love the hype, do it all for the gram. I know shooters that will rob the owners again for a gram. 21 gun salute for the homies and the fam. Bam. Ace Gang.
Okay, so we back in the studio. We back with our guest Rupee Mace, you know, here on Hip Hop 101. So yeah, I'm gonna ask you the same thing I ask every MC that passes through. You know, we want to talk about how you see the hip hop scene in the Gambia. So you know, nothing against hip hop scene be.
Well, I won't. Well, contrary to what a lot of people say, I won't say that hip hop is dead because I would say there's a lot of people that are actually like a lot of youngins that are actually coming up.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe they just don't have that exposure yet. Because I've been working with a few artists, and honestly, they're actually really good.
Yeah.
Very, very impressive. You know, but
and they're hip hop.
They're actually hip hop, yeah.
Okay.
But one thing is there's a little problem in the hip hop scene. I think there's a disconnect somewhere because you see the upcomings, the ones that are coming up, right?
Yeah.
They got the skill, they got the talent, but when it comes to the knowledge, right, or the way how they can't.
Yeah.
I won't say they're lacking, but there's no one to actually teach them.
Yeah.
They don't have when we were growing up, like I mentioned a lot of inspirations. Right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, these were my. I watched these people. Oh, they're crazy, right? They don't have that, right? What they have now, like especially in the industry where like there's multiple genres, like fusing up. Like they have like they try to like, let's say, create their own thing. Without like, and I think it's important to actually look back where hip hop came from, so you can have like a sense of understanding, like of what you're doing. Because I had this, it reminds me of this conversation I had with this artist, a dope drill artist. He does drill. So I was talking to him, and he was freestyling for me, and it was really nice. And then I was like, okay, do you rap on other beats? And he's like, well, you mean hip hop? And I was like, you do know that drill is actually
drill is hip hop,
You know, so and I understood like, okay, like there's a disconnect, like they don't get it. You know what I mean? They don't have like conversations like this, like, okay, this is what hip hop, this is like the type of flows, etc., etc. They don't have that. You get me? So, unless we find a way to bridge that disconnect, right, from let's say the old heads or let's say our generation and the young ones, I would say hip hop will basically crumble.
Okay.
From my own opinion, because like one, the artists that actually can do it are not doing it.
Yeah.
They're not releasing music. I don't know whether they're scared to or they lost. It's like maybe they lost the passion. You know, maybe everybody has their own individual. I'm not judging anybody.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody has their own reasons for doing stuff. Right?
Yeah.
But I think like a lot of rappers are intimidated by the other genres that are coming out that are getting more attention.
Yeah.
And they're forgetting that like when hip hop came out initially, right, they were like a lot of genres that were already dominated.
Yeah.
Hip hop was actually considered like the minority, to be honest. Like, but it actually grew and it persevered through time. And one thing too that people fail to understand is like people evolve. Like music evolves.
Yeah.
You understand? Like,
that's right.
The music in the golden age was different from the 2000s.
Yeah.
You get me? Like in 2010s is kind of like different from now. Yeah, you get me? So unless you're consistent enough to be part of that evolution, or let's say you really know your identity as an artist,
correct,
right? I feel like at some point you will just give up, and that's what's affecting the hip hop scene, because it's not even like big enough to be in the industry. It's pretty much a scene, right?
Yeah,
Just to be
that's why I said scene and
Yeah,
not industry.
exactly.
You know what
So,
I'm saying? Because
there's a lot of talent. Like there's a lot of talent in the
Yeah,
Gambia, but
yeah.
people will be surprised like the amount of talent that's in the Gambia.
Yeah.
But some of them don't have the direction of where to go. Some of them don't know what to do next. Some of them are actually scared to take that next step, and some are not ready to make that sacrifice too. Because bro, everything comes with a sacrifice. Everything comes with a price.
Yeah.
Especially music. Music is not something that's easy. Right, when new artists come to me and like tell me about like doing it, I'm like, I don't discourage you, but I'm like, are you ready?
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
first question I ask you. It's not just a simple question like, are you ready? Because it takes a lot of dedication and a lot of sacrifice to actually get there. So yeah, I'm optimistic for like the upcomings. Right, I still have faith in the artists, in the hip hop artists that are currently here.
Yeah.
But unless like an effort is being done, unless like music is being put out, it's not looking good for hip hop currently.
Yeah.
And one thing that I have to actually have the opportunity to say, evolve. If you're an artist, you evolve. You don't need to switch genres.
Yeah,
There's no
correct.
such thing as like I'm a rapper. I was a rapper, but now I'm a singer. That doesn't make no
Yeah,
sense.
man.
You can still
That's-
rap and sing if you want.
Thank you for
all the
saying that.
same
Yeah,
element.
thank you for saying
You
that.
don't need to switch genres. Oh, like, oh no, I used to rap, but now I do Afro. Do
Yeah.
Afro. No one's.
Exactly.
Here's the beautiful thing about rap, right? Rap is the only genre you can literally fit in any other genre, and it's gonna hit.
Correct.
Try doing another. Let's say try doing pop in a reggae song. It won't hit.
Yeah, it won't
You know what I'm
work.
saying? Try doing something. You can't fuse them, but hip hop is so universal that you can literally put in any other genre,
Yeah,
and you still stay true to your element.
correct.
You get me? So you try and evolve, work on yourself, be consistent, and evolve and grow as an artist. But you
Yeah.
don't need to switch your genre.
Yeah,
you don't,
that's
because
right.
basically what you're doing is like maybe you've been doing this for like years, and then now I'm an Afro artist. You now literally just clean your slate and you start.
Yeah,
fresh.
definitely, man.
Maybe a year or two, no one will actually hear from you again.
Yeah.
Because that's what everyone else is doing, or let's say that's what the dominant artists are doing.
Yeah.
And like, okay, no, like the dominant genre at the time is like Afro, so I have to be an Afro artist. No, be a
Yeah.
hip hop artist. If you want to hop on an Afro track, no one's stopping you. Go
Yeah,
hop on an Afro
exactly,
track.
exactly.
You get me? So yeah, that's one thing I actually wanted to put out there, and people to actually get that. It's very important. And I think that's affecting a lot of artists. I know a lot of artists actually did that stunt, and it's nonsensical to me. It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to someone earlier this week about that, and I said to him, like, okay, the song is like trap, but on the hook, he's got like African drums, Isabari
Yeah.
in the hook. I'm like, yeah, listen, that's allowed.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
it's a trap track, it's a hip hop track.
Exactly, bro.
In the break, in the chorus, yeah, you've got like Afro drums coming. Yo,
You're
that's a
introducing
break.
elements,
Yeah, you can fuse in different elements.
Exactly.
But the track, the beat is hip hop. It's
Hip-hop
trap.
is simple.
Yeah, that's
You
the
don't
way to
need
do
to.
it.
You don't need to switch genres, bro. And this is why, like the knowledge, I always emphasize like researching and like getting the knowledge and understanding what
Yeah,
you're doing.
yeah.
Because if you truly understood what you're doing, you will not come up with an idea like, no, I need to switch a genre to actually.
Yeah,
build
most
on.
definitely, most
How can
definitely.
you work for like 5 years doing something, yeah, and then like I'm sorry, like I'm speaking now because I'm very passionate about this topic.
No, it's very important, boy. Linga
I just don't understand
over
like,
solo.
someone who can ñoo xam ne da ngaa liggéey 5 years but yaa ngi yaaga binda ak binda lyrics lu mu miitee yaa ngi yaaga job nga toog rek nga ne okay like because industry bi change na yow tooguloo pour plan sa own idea to actually find way nooy break it through yaa ngi understand waaye nga ne non léegi man damaa switch doesn't make sense yaa ngi understand da ngaa nax sa bopp naxuloo kenn
Yeah,
You
correct,
understand? Like everybody I'm liberal. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You understand? So, like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want to switch genres, fine by you, bro.
Yeah.
Right? Think. Small nga te nga xam li ngay def tamit.
Yeah, correct.
Mag moom bala before nga teg tanka war nga xam fooy teg sa tanka.
Yeah, correct.
Man, that's what I advise my fellow artists, my fellow hip hoppers. You understand?
Yeah.
Rappers, bro, upcoming rappers. Just be consistent. Believe in what you're doing. Find your identity. You understand?
Yeah.
Find your craft. Find your
Taking
passion.
After
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, man.
Doesn't really make sense.
No, they want to gumsen bopa. Hunger, part of hip hop is keeping it real,
Keep it
all that
real.
type of thing. Yo, they want to gumsen
Gumsen
bopa.
bopa.
And like you said, like young ligay lubari, young bene lubari. I'm going so getting silo. Yo, definitely yahanga said that before. Yeah, no, because definitely time bobu, gumulo that.
Exactly.
So all
They
that
don't
time
listen.
you were just faking it, so you weren't being real.
You want to be real to yourself.
Yeah.
And that's I don't know. That's terrible for me.
Yeah,
You understand?
exactly.
That's actually sad.
Yeah,
I understand.
yeah.
Man dal niki silinga neka gumko. Snake nga daga buat mbala. Go all out.
Yeah,
You
correct.
understand? Snake daga buat afro. Go all out. It's music. You understand?
yeah.
It's your passion.
Yeah.
What you're comfortable doing, do it. Why? Don't confuse yourself. And don't confuse the fans because the fans don't deserve that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like I don't. Must nigga man like man la yaga deglu Fatou like yang ma yaga fay. Mo tok de Fatou tay rek mo tok di tay. Ay man tay sa hip hop sax mo ko def tay mom afro artist la.
Yeah.
I'm not against it, but I'll be confused.
Yeah.
Because I expect like Fatou to be a dope artist, being a hamantene like need sa pulse wax lolu sa. So bu def afro don ko def. You understand? So like man, that's my point. Bo la bu gonna defend that. Come just believe in yourself.
Yeah.
So definitely. Yeah. Don't bull switch.
Okay, like you right now, come here when someone, your fans approach you, they tell you that they want you to make like Afro song, or well, it's more fire like to do another song like Afro wala mbala din ko def.
Well, if one thing, I always take feedback from my fans. You understand? Because okay, if a fan comes to me and like, okay, I want you to do this, that's my fan's opinion. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
You understand? But one thing I really want to understand, like, I'm the artist. You understand? Like I'm the one that's like creating content and giving it to the fans. It's not like the other way around. You understand? Like I always appreciate their feedback and like look at it because they can tell me something that I don't know. You understand? And then I'm making music for them. Yeah, I understand. So if a fan like feels like Mace, I think you sound dope on an Afro track. I'll be like, maybe I might try it. If I try it and it's nice to me, I'll release it. Yeah, I understand. But that's just me as an artist.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I should be like my music should be dictated by what the fans want. There's a thin line.
Yeah, that's true.
Not to say that I shouldn't give the fans what they want, but I don't do what they want. I don't know if you understand. There's like a very thin line that you get me. So
no, in general, like public. The public don't know what they want.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. Like I said earlier, it's a what's next generation.
Yeah.
Like, They hear something, they like it, boom, they blast it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What's popular?
Yeah, they can ask for a lot of things, but they don't actually know what they want. Yeah.
So you're the artist, you're the creative, you're the one that's creating the content.
Yeah.
Give them what they want, but don't let them dictate what you're doing as an artist.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, like. If let's look at this from this perspective. Once when I get like a fan, right, and I'm talking to an artist, man, like, okay, you go to get a drill song, get them get a drill song. They want to get an Afro song, get them get an Afro song.
Wow.
I would like it. I'll be ecstatic. Like he's actually listening to what I'm saying, but at the same time, who's the artist here?
Yeah, exactly.
You get me? Can one actual artist? The artist that I had put man fan with more than man luma buga artist local league. The artist would have more than fight.
Yeah, you know, so definitely Gewanga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So he didn't a nigga Gewanga. Yeah, no.
I'm a nigga artist.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being a Gewanga. But if you're a hip hop MC, you know, like you know, we've had people come up to us and they'll be like, oh yeah, why don't you talk about the government, or why don't you talk about this guy, or why don't you know, Lou Hell see internet be, you know, a controversy or something. They'll be like, oh, then I want to rap about this, or then I want to rap about that. Anyone who tells me that, I always tell them, man, come on, girl. You know what I'm saying? I rap about what I want to rap about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, listen, you know, you can touch different topics in punchlines and stuff, but like to come and do like a whole song about like something that's going on or something that's trending. You know, Gewanga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But me personally, like the way I see it as an artist, like I'm expressing experiences that I went through.
Yeah, correct.
Unless, like, let's say, and everybody, like, there's something that everybody goes through at a given point, and there's like, okay, some things that you as an artist, like, you have to speak on, depending on the type of artist you are.
Yeah.
But if you're, let's say someone that's socially conscious, you definitely have to talk about what's current and what's going on. But like, it depends on the artist. Like for me personally, I talk about what I experience, what I'm going through, or what relates around me. You get me? So you can't just tell me to like talk about something. What if I didn't? I actually had a little problem with a producer once about that.
Okay.
We were supposed to make a tribute song about someone that passed. Right?
Oh, okay.
I don't know the person. So I can't literally say anything about it.
Yeah, that's not right.
Because it will feel wrong. Because I have no idea who that person was. I've heard of him, but I don't even know what he does. But the guy wanted me on the track like so bad. I'm like, all due respect to that guy, I really don't want to hop on a track and say something I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
Because it's about someone that passed. What if I gas him up and that was not actually true?
Yes.
You get me? Like that's just how I am as a person.
No, that's the right way. That's the right way.
Unless I actually experience it or know something, I can't rap about it, then I'm lying.
Yeah.
You get me? And I only rap about what I know.
Yeah, exactly.
You get me? Or what relates to me or what I experience.
Yeah.
So I'm that type of artist. So I guess fans need to understand their artists and what type of artists like they actually follow and what type of artists they actually listen to.
Yeah,
you
that's
get
right.
Me? And
that's right.
artists need to understand that they're the artists, right? They're expressing their experiences. If they
Yeah.
feel like they have to talk about social issues, and there are artists that are doing that, by all means, go talk about it. Right?
Yeah.
Don't be persuaded to actually do something that you don't want to do,
No,
just
that's
because,
correct.
like, let's say a few people are actually saying it.
Yeah.
Those people don't represent them.
Or because it's trending, you know?
Or because it's trending. That's
Yeah,
the worst
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Then that's like literally you don't know. You have no sense of identity.
Yeah,
You don't
because
know what you're doing.
trends change all the time.
Constantly.
So if you're just following trends, then you're changing all the time,
No.
and you lose your identity.
If you're following trends, what you have to do to actually keep up is release music consistently, and then that's gonna exhaust you as a creative.
Yeah.
You actually need time to take a break.
Yeah.
But if you're following trends, you can't take a break because
Yeah.
the trends are always gonna switch.
Yeah.
The moment that you take a break, the trend might switch within 3 or 4 times. You get me? So just know who you are as an artist. You know. Yeah.
No, that's right. I like that.
Okay, so can you tell us about the challenges you have faced, like come artist building naka hip hop binum Mercy Gambia everything hip hop artist nga. So can you tell us the challenges?
Challenges. I think. Well, hip hop is a genre. Hip hop in general has always been a genre that faced resistance ever since it started. You know, and me personally, the challenges that I faced was like, let's say, because I like, let's say, good content.
Yeah.
You know what that means? I like to hear something and I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
that blew my mind, right? So for me to actually get that, I have to sometimes I have to, let's say, work with artists, right? And this is just me talking like as an executive at this point. I have to work with some artists and have to build them in a sense to actually get that.
Okay.
You get me? And the dedication that I like me personally that I actually look for really isn't there, and I actually get it because in Gambia it's hard.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot of like Bollywood come opportunities for like hip hop artists,
Yeah.
especially hip hop artists. Bollywood
Yeah.
opportunities because one, now it's come like let's say yaga ne ko def ak yoyu non dafa dem basi kanam sa do di lose way and all that stuff. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Passion bo gene te dum dan gene du ko gene wat. You understand?
Yeah.
Secondly, I mean, I don't think they actually guess who's a hip hop artist.
Yeah.
Because most of hip hopers here, everything that they do it for themselves. Majority, Benna, they're actually lucky and have someone on their side who can actually support. But
Yeah.
everything, and if you look at it, it's actually something that's beautiful about hip hop because hip hop promotes entrepreneurship. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely.
Like, it's a hip hop from a grind. That's where the term grind came from.
Yeah.
Hustle.
Yeah.
You understand? Like it's an element of hip hop in itself. Yeah, I understand. So hip hop, new challenges. I would say, me personally, you might face when I come. Let's say I had to do everything for myself. You understand? Aksuma team, we had to build it from scratch. You understand? Let's say trying to like put it out there to the fans to me. It's legal to me. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah.
Because okay, me personally, I rap in English. You understand?
Yeah.
So I have to actually work my way around the language barrier. You understand?
Yeah.
Because not everybody can get it. You
Yeah.
understand? So that's something I had to work on myself to actually get around. You understand? So just to mention a few of the challenges, but yeah, mostly it's the lack of let's say opportunities for the hip hop artists.
Okay.
I would say that's one of the main challenges that let's say rappers face.
Yeah.
So they don't have like a lot of opportunities or like a lot of outlets for them to actually grow. As
Yeah, a
hip
lot of
hop.
platforms,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
platforms, you
Yeah.
understand? There's
Yeah.
no like talk shows that invite hip
Yeah,
hop artists.
man.
When it comes to shows, they don't even invite hip hop artists unless you know the organizer personally.
Correct.
You
Yeah.
understand? So
Yeah.
there's not even a lot of hip hop shows anymore.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are all challenges that we face, and hopefully we're able to overcome them as time goes on. You know.
No, I like that. I like the fact that you mentioned about rapping in English.
Yeah.
Because I've seen your style, finger dugo Olofi,
Yeah.
and you're hitting punchlines with Olof, still with the technique and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's not an easy thing to do.
It's
You know what I'm
not-
saying? So tell us more about like how you've managed to stay hip hop. You know, in these times. You know, since 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of other genres get attention,
Yeah.
rightfully. You know, it's what like a nation's music industry needs.
Yeah.
You know, like
I totally
progression,
agree.
yeah, in all the different genres. Okay, so you know, like other types of genres are getting more interest. You know, and how has it been like resisting that, like staying hip hop? You know.
For me, hip hop has always been home to me.
Okay, yeah,
You get me? Like I said, like when you work in like the label industry, you have to explore other genres.
Yeah.
Because you meet a lot of artists.
Yeah,
Artists
right.
from different backgrounds. You
Yeah.
understand? So I got time to like actually explore and listen to these genres, and they actually, like I said, respectfully, if the attention that they get in, they deserve it because
Yeah.
they put in the necessary work.
Correct.
No one should ever mistake that. Like
Yeah.
all these genres you're hearing, they actually put in work to get to where they are. But for
Yeah.
me, hip hop is where I always felt at home. I felt more comfortable. You get me? You know, so that's why I never felt the need to actually switch to any other genre. I didn't think it was necessary because
Yeah.
I know who I am as an artist.
Yeah.
I know what I can do. I know what I represent as an artist. You understand? So I don't need to switch to another genre to do something. If I wanted to hop on an Afro trap, easier. Let's just hop in the studio, get a producer, we sit down and we do it.
Yeah.
If I feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
You understand? But that's just me as an artist. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I never really had that conflict to actually, man, hip hop is not what people usually come to me like, yeah, hip hop is dead nowadays. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
That's your viewpoint.
Yeah, they've been saying that for like 20 years
Exactly.
worldwide.
No, they've been saying that since the golden age.
Yeah,
They've
exactly.
been saying that since the greats were actually
Yeah.
like, hip hop is dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's just their viewpoint. That's what they think.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
fine, that's their opinion. You get me? But hip hop has always been, and hip hop is it's going to continue to be one of the most dominant genres
Yeah, worldwide.
for years to come.
Worldwide.
If you look at this data that actually proves it. You
Yeah,
understand?
most
So,
definitely.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
People can actually
just
say
look
whatever
at
they want.
like society worldwide, like what
Exactly.
people wear, urban outfits, all of that is from
It's
hip
hip hop
hop.
inspired.
Yeah, you know,
Drake,
the
all the
culture
things they actually say.
is worldwide.
It's all inspired from hip hop,
Yeah.
but most of these genres themselves, they actually have roots from hip hop.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
talk about Afro beats, if you want to go back to the history of Afro beats, like the pioneers of Afro beats, they were rappers. They
Yeah.
even rapped in English. They rapped in. I'm talking about Nigerians. They were rapping in American English
Yeah.
and all that. But these were like some of the pioneers. These were the ones that actually taught the people, that actually brought the genre that people come to call Afro beats
Yeah.
today. You get me?
Yeah,
Same other genres. So yeah, I never really had the need to actually switch my genres. But
No, I like that.
I know who I am as a person, but I've
Yeah.
always been comfortable with who I am as a person. I've never
Okay.
needed to switch that.
no, that's dope. Yeah, let's. What kind of things do you think we need? You know, like we have Hip Hop 101
Yeah.
right now. We have 2 radio shows and a TV show.
Yeah,
so
nice.
you know, and it's focused on hip hop MCs and hip hop artists. You know, and it's again about trying to teach people who don't know. You know, like because like you said, you know, in the past few years, something like this wasn't there for people.
No, it
to
wasn't.
say, okay, this is how you write lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These are how you do your punchlines
Yeah.
and stuff. So, you know, what else do you think we can do to elevate hip hop in the Gambia?
Yeah, I think we just hip hop like definitely we need more of these. That's definitely like I'll have to give props to you guys for like actually putting this together because this is beautiful and we need more of these. We need more platforms where like we can have discussions.
Yeah.
No, it's not only about let's say like playing like
The
a
music.
song, the music.
Yeah.
No, because hip hop is deeper than that.
Yeah,
we can
correct.
have discussions. We can have dialogue. We can
Correct.
have debates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can do that. You know what I mean? And we can. I think we need to have more. Let's say. More outreach programs where we can actually gather hip hoppers,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And actually talk to them and see, like, you know, just not necessarily teach them what to do, but just give them like a guideline.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Especially the up and comings.
Yeah,
because
man.
me personally, I'm very like from what I've heard, like 'cause I've listened to like a lot of artists, especially this last year, and bro, like there is a future for hip hop.
Yeah.
Honestly, there is. You get me? But they need that guidance.
Correct.
Now, who's ready to actually do that?
Yeah.
You get me? That's the question. Who's ready to actually sacrifice and actually like? You can't help everybody, but if you can get a little collective that you're actually working on,
Yeah.
they can actually build a collective, and they can build a collective.
Yeah, correct,
You get me? And
correct.
then eventually we'll have a community.
Yeah.
And then eventually we'll have a bigger scene, and then we're definitely gonna have an industry.
Yeah, correct.
So I think that's what we need to do.
Yeah. They'll also have more motivation
Definitely.
to put out their hip hop songs.
Exactly. You know, like the Cypher was a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
The Cypher, what we created was a community.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like if you're dope, you can spit. If you want to spit, Majakogo sessions.
Yeah,
Prove
yeah,
yourself.
yeah, that's
You
right.
get me? So like, no one like if you were not dope, you will not get on the stage.
Yeah.
Because you know what's coming next.
Or if you go on stage and you weren't,
And
the thing like watch out.
watch it. So that alone actually does something to you. You
Yeah.
know that before you climb up on that stage, you have to work.
Yeah, correct.
You have to work hard.
Correct.
You have to come
Yeah.
correct. You get
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
So I think we need more of the environments, like spaces like that,
Yeah.
where like creatives, artists, hip hoppers can actually come and let's feast out. Let's talk about this. Let's
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
definitely.
So we need more spaces like that, definitely. You know, honestly.
No, I like that. I like that. Okay, well, yeah, we come to the end of the interview. You know, it was a pleasure having you. You know, I want to say
Always, man.
thanks for coming through.
Always a pleasure.
You know what I'm
man.
saying? I'm
Always a pleasure,
loving
man.
everything you've been saying for people who aren't hip hop to hear.
Yeah, man,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Yeah, the for Overarm Solo. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, keep hip hop, keep killing them lyrics and stuff, and keep dropping them dope beats and stuff. You know. So at this point, you know, are there any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, man, I want to give a shout out to my team, you know, like Top Tier Entertainment. Shout out to Blue City. Give a very special shout outs to Beats Mafia, man. Like, they were working on my album, The Frequency.
Okay.
Yeah, did a great job. Big shout outs to Beats Mafia. And yeah, man, like, Frequency is dropping soon, you know, and yeah, I want people to look out for that. It's probably going to be the craziest thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't like to hype up things, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be the craziest thing.
No, trust me, there's a lot of people looking forward to that, you know what I'm saying?
Honestly.
Frequency, the
Frequency,
album by
the
Rupi
album.
Mace.
Yep.
How soon can we expect that?
Probably in 2 months.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I don't want to give you a precise date, but
Yeah,
in 2
yeah.
months, expect it
Okay,
dropping soon.
okay.
And I got new music coming out in like 2 weeks.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so inshallah, man, let's see how that goes. Yeah, man.
After this LP, we'll be expecting another LP.
Woo! After the album drops, it's literally the game changer. Because
No,
it's not
it's cool.
starting from there, bro. After
Yeah,
the album drops,
yeah.
it's like tracks after tracks. And I already have like some joint collabo EPs.
Okay.
That I already have like the
Oh, nice.
Right? I
Okay.
have one with Mass Murder that's already done.
Okay,
You know, so
nice.
after the album drops, like
Mass 187, nice.
yeah, Mass 187, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a dope EP.
No, you know we need more of those in the industry. You know, like Nas and Damian Marley.
And we forgot to actually mention this collaborations, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Collaboration is one of the most important things. I think that's something that's actually lacking.
Yeah, yeah.
I won't only say the hip hop community, but I'll say
Yeah.
the Gambian industry as a whole.
Yeah, that's true.
If artists collaborated more, bro, the industry is gonna grow.
Yeah.
Then we actually become an industry. We don't necessarily need to be segmented.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I guess people have this notion that okay, like if I collaborate with him, like he's probably gonna be bigger than me. It's not about that.
Yeah,
it's about
man.
making music.
It's about making dope music.
Dope music, bro,
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
listeners. The fans don't care about what you're doing.
Yeah.
They only care about what you put out.
Yeah,
You
that's
get me?
right.
So Gambian artists need to collaborate more. Hip hoppers collaborate more with hip hoppers. Collaborate more with, like, let's say, other genres. Make something. You get me? Create something entirely new. Use your element. Let him bring his element. Create something entirely new. And when we start doing that, when the outside world starts seeing that Gambian artists
Yeah.
are all collaborating, bro, they will hop
Right
in.
there.
They will start coming in like, yo, listen, I like what you guys got
Yeah,
going
these
on.
guys are bringing fire.
I'll give you a perfect example. Like, just look at the UK, right? The recent drill scene, right?
Yeah.
They're not singling out individual artists. What do they say? The UK drill scene.
Correct.
Because why? They collaborating. UK artists are collaborating.
Yeah.
Not just, even though there are big names in this drill scene, but they don't talk about them individually.
Yeah.
They talk about the entire scene. So the only way for us to become an industry is to collaborate amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
Let's take the ego out of the way. Humble ourselves down, bro. They make good music. We're not.
No,
great.
that's
You get me?
important what you said there,
Yeah.
because a lot of people think that one of the only ways to create hype is by clashing.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? Whereas collaborating creates even more hype
way more hype, bro.
and it lasts longer.
And the thing is, yeah, like sometimes there's like competition is good.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need to have beef with someone to clash with someone.
Correct.
There's like friendly competition. Like I'll give you like take Big L and Jay-Z for example.
Yeah.
You get me, like. Bro, it's not like they were beefing and everything, but they back
Yeah,
on
they
radio.
never beefed.
They never beefed.
They
Big
never
L
beefed.
murdered him, but they
Yeah,
never beefed.
exactly.
You get me? And that actually did numbers for the
Correct.
scene.
This guy brings his hottest lyrics. This guy brings his hottest
Hottest
lyrics.
lyrics.
Yo, the fans judge.
They love it.
And it
Yeah.
wasn't a beef.
Exactly, it wasn't.
It's
a
just
beef.
about doing
so
the
that's
best
one
that
thing
you
they need
can.
to understand. Like just because like maybe like you guys like clashed on the track, you don't need to have beef. Make music. It's a music industry. So maybe people need to understand too about the like maybe dive into the music business and understand how the
that's
music
right.
business
Yeah, the business.
works.
Yeah.
You know, there's the art form and there's a business.
Yeah.
And these two they kind of like don't mix. You get me? You need to understand both of them. And then when you get that understanding, bro, you know how to maneuver. You get me? But yeah, we definitely need to collaborate more.
All right, so yeah, that's right, man. Most definitely. So again, it was dope having you on the show. Want to thank you for coming through.
Pleasure's mine, bro.
Yeah,
It
man.
was beautiful, man. Really enjoyed the conversation, man. More of these, man. Definitely
Yeah,
need
man.
more of these, man. Props to y'all. Love what you guys are doing. Keep on doing it, bro.
Yeah, man. No worries.
This is Hip Hop 101.
You know?
Okay, so we come to the end of another great show. Big up to everyone who tuned in. I want to give a big thanks to everyone at Paradise TV. Shout out to everyone at Right Click. Shout out to the Ghana Global family. I want to give props to my cameraman Dam, Top Level Productions, you know, and yeah, don't forget to tune into Paradise FM on Thursday afternoon from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. for Hip Hop 101, where we bust that dope hip hop from the Gambia to worldwide, representing anywhere in the universe, and on Saturday night for Hip Hop 101 Unlimited from midnight until late. Thanks for joining us.
I'm down for whatever. Mining sharpers, skin tone is Nutella. And my getting deeper, that's obvious. I got red and blue pills like a Morpheus. What you poppin'? 2 bags from the hood, I ain't grocery shopping. The shooters salute when I roll to the junction. The watchers keep watching, they're making assumptions. Adrenaline pumping, but all leads to nothing, my G. All of them selfless ain't nothing like me.